Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Shoe Podcast, the only sneaker podcast that has a big cup. I'm your co-host, Ryan Landry.
I'm your co-host, Tanner Young.
There it is. Unofficial sponsorship plug for the Global Wildlife Center. A good time, though. A good place to be.
A great time.
They up the prices on the food. I'm a little stingy about that, but you know.
Well, I mean, I get, yeah, it is. Yeah. And then it is one of those things. It is when you go there and also being on a float, it's the exact same mentality. You can't be throwing your throws too early. You got to conserve that. You know what I mean? You got a long ride. I guess if you get like a big thing, probably not really that big of a deal. Honestly, you could probably just kind of ride for free. You know what I mean?
I've never been on a float. I wouldn't know.
Real hobo on a train type situation. You know what I mean? You just pay to get on. Animals are going to come. People are going to be throwing them around, you know?
I feel like our listeners not from Louisiana are not understanding this segment at all, but that's okay.
Yeah. This is strictly for...
Yeah. This is for the Tigers fans. Boy, bad weekend for the Saints, huh? Tell you what, not a good game.
Also for the Tigers. Bad weekend for the Tigers.
Also for the Tigers. I didn't want to say that, but for the Saints especially.
Look, I'm just saying, you put a guy in who can run like 20 plus miles an hour and turn that fast. What are we supposed to do? You know what I mean?
There's no stopping him. There's no stopping him. Yeah.
Good. Clearly. Go Aggies.
Bad weekend for the Saints. Good weekend for the Superdome, though.
Hey, well,
three nights of the Eras Tour. Shout out to our fans that went to the Eras Tour.
3 nights?
I'm pretty sure Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
How does she do it?
She's got the fan base, and the tickets resell for about $2,000, so it happens. I don't know how much the retail is on them, but the resale,
well,
$2,000. Yeah,
very rarely.
I can't imagine any world
like concert buyers, like and sneaker buyers are like, what is retail?
Exactly. Yeah,
we don't.
What is the retail? I had no chance of seeing it honestly, so I have no clue what it would have been. But yeah,
check StockX. That might as well be what the price is, because. Yeah. Ticketmaster, same way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's an episode.
But here we are to talk about the shoes releasing in November 2024. Hot on the heels of, we just last week ranked the best Halloween shoes that came out this year. So if you missed that episode, you can catch it. That was last week's. Also a good time to remind everyone, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't. But if you're listening on one of the audio platforms and you want to watch it, you can do so over on YouTube or on Spotify. We'll have the video as well. Thank you everyone who's tuning in for another episode. But if this is your first time, welcome to the show here.
Yeah.
Talking about the shoes releasing in November.
Speaking of, shout out Ethan. Guy at my work was telling me a funny story.
I was pausing. I was like, am I supposed to know Ethan? I felt so bad. Okay.
Fun story. Guy at my work was like, hey, he literally was like, I was trying to see about getting some fun like Halloween shoes. So he literally typed in like Halloween shoes. And then he was like, this random tier list video popped up. And I was like, and then he like buffered. He was like, I'm pretty sure I know that guy. And
I think I work with that guy. Yeah.
The algorithm.
He made it. Yeah. Shout out Ethan. Thank you for checking it out. Get back to work, but thank you.
Yeah. I
mean,
as long as you subscribe.
Yeah. He won't tell. We'll be cool. We'll be cool.
Sub's a sub, baby. Sub is a sub. That's right. Run the views.
We are going to walk through a couple of the different release calendars for the month. So a good time to reiterate, visuals heavy episode as we'll be going through everything here. Normally we start with sneaker news. I'm going to switch it up today. Start with Kicks on Fire. Sneaker news calendar.
I like that.
Sneaker news calendar a little light right now. I'm looking at it, trying to see stuff. And I feel like this year has progressively gotten more and more to where like at the beginning of the month, we don't necessarily know everything that's releasing in the month. So we take what we can get. We talk about what we know. Right?
There you go. Exactly.
All right, let's go ahead and kick it off then. So starting in November, we are not going to talk about every shoe that appears on the screen here, just the ones that catch our eye. And how can it not catch your eye? The Air Jordan 1 Brooklyn Wheat, which shout out Brooklyn, the Tim's influence is a great name for this silhouette. Is there a world in which they catch you in these? Can you, what's the occasion? What's the function?
I don't know. It's such a, it's like the sole is so chunky.
Yeah.
But like that upper is so
delicate.
It's a confusing shoe. I don't know where you wear this, but I'm assuming it. Hopefully. Boy, hold on. Is that a metallic pair as well?
Oh man. Okay. Closing tab. That one's done.
Sigourney Weaver.
We got the Nike Dunk Low white, black, and gold for the Saints fans out there.
Shout out. Again, they're just like, hey, you like the pandas? What if we put a little pizzazz? What about a little gold?
Yeah. What about the Hudak? Okay. Comes with a pack of Kleenex to dry your tears after the game, huh?
2 and
the
5.
Packaging. How do they do it?
2 and 6.
Air Max Plus 990 V2s, 991 V2s, I should say. Gray and orange. Don't hate this color combo. Kind of reminds me of X-Wing, Star Wars X-Wing.
Yeah, the orange with the
orange with the different shades of gray there. Yeah, like pilot suit. Not a bad colorway. Not a bad color combo.
Yeah, is that a little burgundy? A little third one
down here? Yeah, pine cone. No, brown. Those might have already released.
Yeah.
Let's see what
burgundy would have been.
More of the Air Max DN, this time in like a red and pink gradient. I don't hate it. The silhouette's not really growing on me that much more. Not to the point like I don't have a disdain for this silhouette, but it's not warming up on me to where like I want to go get one either. You know?
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I do. I think they're doing better. I guess probably their favorite, my favorite, our favorite is the like ombre effect. I think they're doing really well with it. I like what they're doing. So it is a very like the whole thing is a very like Y2K futuristic kind of take, which is cool. But I agree, I like it. I think it's cool. Certain colorways really fly off the shelves a little bit more, but nothing that I'm like, I want a DN.
For viewers with a keen eye, keep an eye on the Kicks on Fire descriptions down here. Just from me quickly looking at them, I'm like 90% sure these are AI written. Like they just read very AI written. None of them are like very like descriptive about the shoes themselves, aside from like a little bit of this and that, but they all seem kind of AI written. And I think that's just the world we're going to. Air Max Plus Drift and the Viatech Zoom GT. I feel like these ASICs are going to be so big. I
mean, with everything that we've been seeing, shout out Action Bronson. I mean, these look like very reptilian. I don't know why. We should say
these are the, forgive me on the pronunciation here, the Kiko Kostadinov? Yeah. Unfamiliar with the, this collaboration reflects a seamless fusion of form and function as Kostadinov integrates his avant-garde visual language. Okay, so maybe an artist. I don't know. Just this style of shoe. We talked about this at length in a episode not that long ago. That's how you get between the different pictures. Is just so not for me. There's just so much going on here.
Yeah. Now that little like pull tab right there on the tongue is
the tongue tab loop around to the side. How have we not seen that more?
Yeah, I do like that, but the colors are definitely not. They're not just. It's just it's just too much for me. But hey, shout out to the 5 boroughs.
There you go. We got the Air Jordan 4 RM Shadow. More colorways of these. I feel like the silhouette's done. Like I think Nigel did his one.
Yeah.
There was 1 or 2 on the heels of it that kind of looked good. I feel like now you don't hear people talking about this shoe anymore.
No. But I mean, this is just an example of, I mean, if you put a collab to it, it'll be fine. But I think outside of people wanting to do like a pickup based on filling out a collection, you know, or people who are just like, I just want hype stuff or resell is climbing, so I'm gonna grab one of these. Yeah, these are someone's gonna put Jordan 4s on their Christmas list and
end up with these under the tree.
It's
a quick prayer for the parents out there that misunderstood. Amen. All All right, let's see what else we got. Dunk Low glitter, not in my house. Not the glitter. Sorry, I don't need to be finding it everywhere.
Dusting everywhere.
I know, yeah.
I don't vacuum enough.
Yeah, as it is. Let me know if I scroll past anything that really jumps out at you here, but so far, not much of this. Shocks R4s.
Hey,
Shocks
there they are.
Coming back. I want to see.
Boy, that iron.
I know, those of you that were excited for it, please keep that same energy and pick up a pair.
Yeah. If your team is red, you'll surely love this generic team red.
Now this one says black/bright crimson. Is the bright crimson in the room with us?
Well, it might be that other colorway.
Maybe they got the names mixed up. That's maybe? Team red. That's Iron Stone.
No. Hit the
down here.
That one might be
silver / red.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, let me go through all the pictures here.
Oh, there it is.
No, that cannot be it. On the tongue?
It's on. Hey, it's in the shoe. It's in the shoe.
This is false advertising. This is false advertising.
No, you saw
the buy the shoe and I want my money back.
No, you just saw the ad for the Big Mac and thought that's what you were gonna get. Speaking of, do not get the quarter pounder.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the chicken Big Mac. Have you tried it? It turns out
pretty good. Oh, Ashley did. Okay. Yeah, she liked it.
Ashley.
Yeah, tried a double quarter pounder and they're like, we don't have that. I was like, quarter pounder? We don't have that. I'm like, how do you not have that? And they're like, we don't have that. And then later that night, it was like,
I like how you say, how do they not have that? They just doubled down on their stance. We don't have that. Stop asking.
Yeah, scrolling on my phone. Well, stereo outbreaking, but only the quarter pounders. I was like, what's the other meat? It was more troubling.
Use it for the quarter pounder.
Yeah. It was more troubling because I'm like, why do you have different? Shouldn't it be the same meat? Well, hold on.
It only made more questions than answers at that point.
100%. I was like, ugh, I'm still gonna do it. But
well, I'm gonna come inside the restaurant real quick. Actually, I'm gonna get out the car. I have questions.
Can you get Ronald online?
Yeah, Ronald. Tell me, do you know anything about Demon Slayer? Got a collaboration with Adidas here? You are a resident anime guy, so I'm kind of putting that on you.
It's a cartoon.
Okay. Not an anime?
Sure
is there a difference there? Are you just trying to incite pitchforks?
Pretty much. Okay. From what everybody tells me, an anime is just a cartoon made in Japan, which I'm like, that's a cartoon.
Okay. All right. Now, without the name and without the character in the background, tell me these aren't the Guy Fieri ones, right here. These are the Flavortown Steppers.
If it was black, it's Flavortown Steppers is gnarly. Now I really want them because I want them so bad for somebody to be like, oh, that's the Demon Slayer. I'll be like, no, this is Guy.
The only demon I slay is my hunger in Flavortown. When I got these on.
Have you ever been to a diner, a drive-in?
Or a dive?
Or a dive?
These are for you.
Because these bad boys have walked miles.
Yeah. You wouldn't last a minute in the diner, drive-in, and dive that I was raised in. All right. So no, you don't know much about Demon Slayer? Sorry, full circle moment on the conversation there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming very holy people.
Because they're slaying demons? Yeah, you gotta assume.
I'll be honest. Here's also a thing. Don't know much about demons. I feel like katana, not a great weapon for a demon.
This one,
you know what I mean?
This one kind of giving me the mint chocolate chip ice cream. I think these are just food shoes that they...
Oh, well, hold on now. Let's go to...
And now, this one's a little bit tough. This one's a little bit tough because...
Yeah, that's kind of like a raspberry, maybe like a chocolate raspberry.
Raspberry with like a gold foil on top. Like the restaurant got a little fancy with the dessert. Yeah. Okay.
You had a tire company give you a star for no reason.
No one talks about that enough. No one talks about that enough. Yeah.
It's not impressive when you know that. It's just a marketing scheme.
Let's see. We got some New Balance performance basketball shoes here. Air Jordan 4 Pure Platinums. Grade school, though, so not going to be able to get these on your feet. But not bad. They look like they're part of the same pack that the Dunks are in. The ones we talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah, sure enough.
Maybe a thing.
I do, yeah.
Jordan Spizikes. More Jordan Spizikes.
Always, I just don't... I don't understand why people buy that shoe.
It's for the casual shoe enthusiast. I bought two pairs, not Spizikes, but Jordan's Son of Mars, which is like a takedown model. That's like a fusion of a few different Jordans. I bought those when I was really first getting into shoes because I was like, they just look cool. I wasn't thinking like they look like Jordans.
I guess, yeah.
They look like Jordan 4s or anything. I was like, they just look like cool shoes. So there's an audience out there for them. But we know better. We live and we learn. Yeah.
There you go.
This one I kind of wanted to talk about. You and I have talked about this one, but I don't know if we've talked about it on the podcast. The Nike Zoom Vomero 5 Roam. Right. So it's the Zoom Vomero 5, but with like a rubberized bottom half to it. And I think the upper kind of has like a Gore-Tex to it as well. So they're meant to be a little bit more outdoorsy and rugged there.
Yeah, boy, I like that.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me a lot like the Huarache runners. Like it almost was like, hey, we made this silhouette this specific way, and then we kind of did I guess like a performance version of it.
What do you think? Can we take these on the trails? I mean, I'd rather take these than normal Vomeros, because normal Vomeros with all that mesh, would get kind of chewed up. These seem like they would last a little bit longer there.
Yeah. Let me see the bottom of the shoe.
Hold please.
What kind of pattern we looking at here?
Good tread.
Actually, yeah,
standard Vomero pattern, but it looks like maybe like reinforced rubber down there.
Yeah, you definitely could take that on a trail.
Yeah. None of these three colorways that I'm seeing are particularly great for me. The black and white one's kind of like the simplest and cleanest, but I'm not mad at this silhouette. I don't know. It's kind of niche to where like I already have shoes to hike in, to where like I don't necessarily want to get like this kind of a hiking shoe, but I imagine someone's going to like this.
Yeah, I think this is a good one, especially if you're like, if you live in an area that has like a ton of different trails. I feel like this would be one of them that I would want a closet, even if you have other ones.
Yeah.
If I'm like, oh, well, I've got tons of trails. Options. This would be a fun one to just, have in the collection.
Okay. We don't hate it.
No. I think that's a good one. It's going to take a colorway. Dear Lord.
The Nike Air Max Scorpion. Kind of forgot about this silhouette. Yeah.
If anyone's seen Alien Romulus, it's like the end of that movie, and you're like, why in the world?
Yeah, they're wild. I don't think I've ever seen a pair of these in real life. I don't think I've seen anyone wearing these. So if you have these and you're super into them, please drop a comment down below. Let us know why.
Man,
just
why? Why? What? It's not a shock. So it was like they were real popular in like 2016. And they were bubbled, but they weren't connected like the
not Vapor Max.
Maybe, yeah, Vapor Max.
Vapor Max 2018, but yeah.
Okay, 20. Yeah, it reminds me a lot.
It is kind of Vapor Maxy, yeah. But separate pods.
All of the bulb. Yeah.
Little wild. Different. Let's see. New Balance 1500, the Jordan Roam Mule.
Okay.
Nothing here sticking out to me too much. Up there, New Balance 860 V2s. Again, one of those shoes where it's like, I know people are loving these. It's just not me.
Yeah. That's a colorway.
Zoom Vomero 5s, metallic silver.
They're gonna do it.
And Hardened Volume 8s. Let's see. See, that's the thing, is that Kicks on Fire has a lot more, but it also has a lot more. So it's like you're kind of just scrolling through a lot more GRs. Yeah,
you kind of go through and you're like, okay.
Not
like
a bad
New Balance 5.5. Yeah. Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Love the color. Yeah. That's a good looking shoe.
Not a bad one at all. There's the Demon Slayers again. A6 GT 2160s. More simple colorway there. New Balance 9060 emerging brown. This brown, this is not just showing up.
An up and
coming. This is emerging. That's high honor.
Okay. Yeah, the A6 GT 2160, it's like I'm like, is that just A6 doing a mid? It just
what do you mean by that?
Like, it just seems like, I don't know, like maybe
like a little high?
Like, yeah, it just seems a little bit taller than
might be slightly
than an A6. No,
I'm not sure. I'd have to see it kind of side by side, because in the pictures, like, it just kind of looks like a normal low top to me, but
maybe
a little bit higher. Let's see. More Air Max DNs, kind of like that colorway. The ivory, pale ivory / black. Nike Field General Elemental Pink, another one of those shoes that stop trying to make fetch happen. You know, like I just don't think the Field General's really taken off.
It's just, we're just not there.
Yeah. Nike ACG Explorate. I keep waiting for the right colorway of these. And there's been some good colorways. Not on this page, there's not, but there have been some good colorways of
that. Is Explorate. A good, I will say, that's a good silhouette. I like that model.
Yeah. I like it because the laces go so far down on the toe there. Like, just like
crank.
Right, exactly. Get all your piggies to market on that one, you know?
Absolutely.
You're not going to lose any on the way.
Everyone's like, we need natural feet and barefoot Nike.
Not me.
Like,
not me,
son.
I want ballet dancer toes. I just want them squished in there.
I want your pinky toe sideways.
This one I actually hadn't seen any sort of like in-hand mock-ups of yet. The Nigo Nike Air Force 3 light British tan and fossil, in my opinion, way better colorway than the first one they came out of the gate with, the Power Rangers one that they did, you know?
Oh yeah. I do like this one.
This was the one that, I like the insoles a lot. They have like this like lush sort of like rainforest on them there. I guess it comes with some big chenille patch you could put on something, but of the colorways that like he first started kind of like popping out in when this collaboration was getting teased, this brown one was my favorite. I think it looks like it's got like pony hair on the uppers there. Yeah, I know that drives me. I'm a little less excited about that. And then the other panels, the dark brown ones look kind of like more plasticky than leathery. So
yeah,
I really like the color blocking, but the choice of materials, I'm not so sure of.
Yeah, like we don't need to go crazy, guys. Like,
yeah,
you had it.
Yeah, I get though. It's like it's Nigo, and that's kind of his thing. Is kind of like big, bold, and out there. So it's very on brand, but not for me.
I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want it. This makes you kind of do a double take real quick when you've got the Air Jordan 4 RM and the Air Flight 89 on the screen at the same time. So that's that brown one and that green one. Yeah, it's very kind of Spider-Man meme-y of like, yeah, I can see the differences obviously, but like you can tell they're both on the Jordan 4 outsole there. So, you know, it's just like,
yeah,
we're just really trying to milk the Jordan 4 hype for all that it's worth. And it's like, well, what upper do you like on it? It's like the Jordan 4 upper, actually. I just like the Jordan 4.
I just like, they're like, what's your favorite part? They're like doing like weird market testing where it's like, I think we already knew that. We already figured it out. What we like. I mean, what if we just give them random bits and pieces of a Jordan 4?
Exactly.
See which one they like the most.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, there's Guy Fieri again. New Balance 550s. Air Max 1s. Kind of plain and simple. The Nike ACG Izzy. I'm an ACG guy and I don't even need these.
That's,
like, you know,
what are we doing here? Well, there you go. That sand one. Yikes.
Oh, I kind of like this one. I kind of like this one the most, but this is very much like this looks like you got too much room in your bag on the camping trip. And you brought a separate pair of shoes just to wear around the campfire at base camp at the end of the day. Like you brought 100%. You brought loafers, you brought lounge shoes on the camping trip. You got too much room in your bag.
Very much so. What are you packing for?
Right. So,
you know what I mean? And then your extra ones like Nike ACG. Like,
yeah.
All right, my guy.
Yeah. We got more Shox R4s. Nike Dunk Low Picante Red. These are the red Dunktobers right here.
Oh, hey.
Just 1 month too late. Because they're releasing in November. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But for next year.
Yeah, for next October. New Balance 1906Rs. Triple black Air Max 1s, Scorpions. These I saw Air Jordan 1 mid, grade school, pine green and white, but they kind of have like little like decals all over them. I'm not sure what really is going on here. But again, for grade school, this is probably more exciting.
I guess so. Yeah.
Good for them.
Shout out
Good
to
for
the 8th
kids.
graders.
Shout out to the kids.
Yeah. Flexing.
And now a different silhouette as well. The Jordan Flight Court. Different from the Flight 89 and the Jordan 4 RM. Not on the Jordan 4 sole, but just we're doing too much here.
Yeah.
Like,
please stop making. Just make more 4s.
Yeah, that's all we need, really. Zoom Vomero 5 Rome in that brown, light bone and mink brown colorway that we saw earlier there. Air Force Ones, Jordan 1s. These I wanted to talk about because I saw these earlier. The Nike Dunk Low Light British Browns. Do these remind you of anything?
The bear.
Kanye Bapestas?
Oh yeah.
I saw these pop up and I was like, I feel like they're trying to do Kanye Bapestas with these, and I kind of like.
I mean, they're not.
I wish they were SBs, like, because it just feels like the sort of thing SB would be like to reference something like that. That being said, it's not a shoe that I need, and I kind of wish they were spinning that narrative, but I don't think they are. But I don't know if this is just like they happen to do a colorway that's similar to it, or if that's what they're going for. But when I saw them, I thought, oh, Bapestas.
Oh yeah, that is 100%. 100% sure.
LeBron Witness 8 Promise School? Promise School?
Oh, okay. Is that might be the school he made?
Commitment to education. Oh, sorry. I should read the whole thing. The Nike LeBron Witness 8 I Promise School celebrates LeBron James' commitment to education and his continued philanthropic efforts to uplift the community of Akron, Ohio, his hometown. So there it is. How far back did I just scroll here? Whoa. All right, there we go. We're back.
Coconut milk.
Grade school. Kids are eating right now. Eating right now in the colorways. Not that I'm not crazy about this one. There's a similar style of this one that I think we'll get to eventually. What's going on here with the tongues that say to and from? Is this supposed to be like a Valentine's thing?
Weird.
It's tough because, again, all the descriptions here read like very AI generated, which for the volume they've got, I'm not mad at you, Kicks on Fire, but you know.
Yeah, I guess so. They're like, I got to put out 400 shoes.
See, here's the thing. We're almost like 30 minutes in and we're still only on November 1st here. So pardon me if I just start scrolling somewhat quickly here. Who decides war? Jordan Flight Court. What are we doing with all
women's
scratchy stitching? I'm not sure.
And like, how much dye of coconut milk did you have?
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna keep moving.
I gotta push it.
Zoom Vomero 5. Field Generals again. Those are shiny. Adidas Country and Always Do What You Should Do. Purple/silver with the little always stamp on the front there. I mean, these are like eggplant foam posits is what they remind me of like that shiny purple on the side.
That's true. Yeah.
That's a shiny purple shoe.
Metallic, like holographic.
Yeah. No one's going to be able to tell you your shoes aren't that shiny. These shoes are shiny.
Nobody.
Don't let them tell you otherwise. Yeah. They'll blind you.
Watch out. That sun reflection.
At the wrong angle. Done. Done for. Your optometrist is going to love you.
Immortality.
Well, SpongeBob is kind of immortal. Been on the air forever, you know?
Yeah. I guess he's a sponge. I mean, I know sponges aren't immortal, but gotta live a long time.
Jeez, that got dark. Let's just talk about shoes, okay? Don't get so dark. Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty. Tell me why when I clicked on it at first, I thought the little embossed signs on the side were the Gucci logo, like two cheese back to back, but it's just Hello Kitty's bow.
That's what I want. That
Hello Kitty and Adidas Addy Star cushion. You like this one more?
Yeah.
What's going on here that you like? Just all the bows on it?
It's just silly.
This looks like when stickers first got introduced in iMessages and people would just start spamming it on top of your message.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care what you sent. You're going to see these stickers.
You're going to get all the little Hello Kitty bows. Honestly, don't hate it. Hang on. Did they lace up? They laced up the shoe with bow. Okay. They kind of cooked with this one. They kind of cooked with the Hello Kitty gazelle. Yeah.
I hate collab of the year.
right here, right now. Is it 50? It's the 50-year anniversary of Hello Kitty. Wow! Shout out Hello Kitty.
It's really good.
Hello Kitty's older than some of our listeners. That's wild.
Yeah.
And younger than some of our other listeners.
What? Hey, Mom.
We got the demographics. We know who you are. Okay, these two we can hit on real quick. The Nike Air Max 1 Light Summit White Light Iron Ore. No big story here, I think, to these. But if you're looking for a good Air Max 1 colorway, we found it for you. It's right here. Just a good, clean shoe. Just a good, clean shoe.
Enough, it looks very busy, like pattern breaking up. This is nice.
You can tell how old I'm getting because some New Balance with 3 shades of green pops up, and I'm like, get that off my screen. But some Air Max 1 with like 2 shades of gray comes up, and I'm like, now this kid's is a good shoe. You want to know a good shoe? I'll point you to one.
Light bone and ivory.
On that note, let's talk about the Amine New Balance 740 V2 Benson Tech, which I think was the school that he went to. I feel like people, again, are loving these, and I'm just not sure why. Kind of got like a New York Knicks vibe to it, if that's your thing. But is Amine still putting out bangers? Give me your opinion. I don't know anything Amine's done lately.
Now whenever we got oh my God, I can't think of his name, just his Instagram handle. Felicia the Goat.
Tyler the Creator.
Tyler the Creator.
Have you listened to the new Tyler the Creator album? I feel so old saying Tyler the Creator album. Let me try that again. Have you listened to the new Tyler album? Kids are just saying Tyler. Kids are just saying Tyler.
Oh, okay. Well, he's matured. I haven't listened to the album as a whole, but I did listen to like the single that he put out. Yeah. And well, he done it again.
He don't really miss. Yeah.
He done it again.
We get the Reebok ATR Chill Gray 3, aka the We Have Neon 95s at home.
Chill.
Not that they own that colorway, but come on, we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, this one I kind of actually like, the Nike Calm Slide Water, but they made it look like water. Those poolside, only 4 months too late here. Only 5 months too late here. But like,
again, let them cook, let them sit. You get them. You got them out.
Now's a great time to buy shoes to hold on to for a year, not for resale purposes, but just when they'll be relevant again. Yeah,
they'll be relevant. Yeah. Or if you just live in Southern Louisiana,
you can still wear these. You could still wear these
for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It was like 78 degrees last year for Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I'm outside in my fall fit, sweating.
Yeah, Nana, turn the oven off. We're just gonna bring the turkey outside. It'll cook just as quick. Yeah,
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Air Force One Low Love and Peace pack. Okay, there's a different shoe from that pack that I want to look at. Big year for emerging brown within New Balance. This is like a top color for them. The 2002 R emerging brown.
Pushing.
Kind of like it more on this one, honestly.
It does look good.
There it is, the Clogposit Green Goblin. When did we talk about that shoe? Like a month ago? A month and a half ago?
It was forever ago.
I don't know. There it is, though. Doublet and Asics Gel Kayano, Zoom Vomero 5, Pure Platinum. The Nike City, again, it's too close to the Field General now.
Yeah.
We just don't need both.
No.
The Who Decides War Jordan
George
Flight
Bush.
Port. That's Who Decides War. This one I actually kind of like more because I think most of the upper of the shoe, these pictures are kind of hard to tell. I think they're like crushed velvet. I think they're like velour. So like, while I don't love this silhouette, just doing a velvet shoe, premium touch. I don't think I need these, but like, I bet these are pretty.
Oh yeah.
All right. Keep it pushing. We can't only be on November 2nd here. All right. A
lot of days.
Concepts and Asics Gel Kayano 14. Again, I think people are loving them.
But
I think people are loving these. Happy for y'all getting your pairs. Am too old. Next.
Am too old. Ooh, is that a shadow gray?
New Balance 9060 Shadow Gray. Skepta and Puma Scope Forever Mid Dark Chocolate. That looks like a chunky hiking shoe. That looks like if a Etnies and a hiking shoe had a baby right there. You know, like
hey, well, good collab because Puma will forever be mid, but good collab.
Oh wow! All right, we're moving. Anti-hero Nike SB Dunk High. Okay, we got something on the heel there. I was like, don't tell me you made it all gray. Okay, on the bottom of the insole, stay ready. It's kind of hard. That's kind of hard. What was this? Okay, that's cool. Just the first picture here, though, you're like, okay, they went kind of plain with it, but we got the little details. I like that.
Yeah.
Cruising. Awake New York, Jordan Airship.
Yeah.
Are we actually getting these Travis Scott and Nike Zoom Field Jacks light chocolate? How do you feel about this silhouette?
Hate it.
I feel like at one point were these called the Sharkadons or the Sharkadons something different? I'm getting too old for all this. This episode's subtitle is We're Too Old for All These Shoes. We're
too old. I'm too old for all these. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know if Nike was like, man, it kind of seems like we're losing some of the heat with our Travis Scott collab. So they're just putting this stuff out for a while. And then when they do something moderately okay, everyone will be like, oh man, this is fantastic. This is what we've been missing. Because they were like, what if we give you the Field Jacks? And I was like,
I don't really want those. And they're like, how about third colorway of olive Jordan 1 lows? And we're like, he does not miss on olive. Yeah. This man knows olive.
Like, all I'm saying, once Travis Scott started wearing shoulder pads to his concerts, his shoes kind of took a dive. You know what I mean?
There's a direct correlation there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what are we doing here?
All right, let's keep going here. This one, the Nike Dunk Low Women's Love and Peace. This is one of those ones that I want to like, but there's something about it that's just kind of throwing me a little bit.
The laces?
I mean, I'm not a fan of wax laces to begin with, but I love the combination of denim on the heel and corduroy on the tongue. Like those two together.
Yeah. Honestly, just give me that. Whole shoe. That's that. Yeah. That's I do agree. The colors are fantastic. I think. Yeah. I think the colors, like you have that, like I guess olive with that, like that corduroy. I mean, first off, corduroy tongue,
hard. Yeah.
Jeez.
I think the thing comes with some extra patches here.
You know.
I think the thing that throws me about it when I looked at it longer is that I don't think I typically like on dunks when those panels that go on top, like, you know, the toe, the eye stay, and then that vamp on the heel there. I don't like when they do different colors or when they do like it's light panels on dark bottoms on the front, but it's dark panels on light on the back. Like it just kind of like loses its balance for me. But if it was all just doing the same thing, I think I'd be like, yeah, this is it. But
yeah, I kind of get it. It does feel like two separate shoes.
Yeah.
I do like it though.
I don't hate it. Granted, it's a women's run, so who knows if they're even going to be big enough for me to grab a pair, but yeah, we'll see. This I didn't catch earlier. Kobe Bryant Nike Air Force 1 low. This is an interesting one. Of course, there is really not much detail here and only one picture, so I don't know a lot about this, but it seems like the sort of thing on paper that people would go crazy for. So,
oh, well, I mean, yeah.
Maybe we'll hear more about this. Maybe not. I'm not sure. All right. We're going to keep moving here. Trying to keep moving. Werewolf Flanders hopefully already came out by the time y'all are listening to this, because if not, yikes. Let's see. Let's see. Brain Dead. Converse. That's a bright shoe. Air Max 186 Power Walls. I think these are already out and you can grab them. Kind of crazy to see that shoe come back after being such like a grail for a long time. Speaking of Wu-Tang Dunks finally coming out this month, so
sad.
If that's a thing you need, go ahead and get it. Fear 4s.
The Fierce.
How do we feel about Fear 4s coming back? We need a pair?
Love the pack. I will say I don't love the Fear 4s as much as I did when they originally came out. Now the Fear 3s.
Yeah.
Really like those.
Those, I think, retroed earlier this year, last year? They came back not that long ago. Yeah, I think you could get a pair for not that much.
Those are good. The Fear 4s, I at one point really loved the splatter paint.
I was just about to say, I think in 2024, speckled midsole is not really the thing right now. And if it were a solid color, they would not be the Fear 4s, obviously, but like just a shades of grayscale gradient Jordan 4 would go so hard. Yeah.
So I think it's cool. I've always loved the Fear pack.
Mm-hmm.
I love my Fear 5s. So I think I think one of the coolest packs is going to be the Fear pack. So
yeah,
love to see him come back, but I just in 2024 I'm not
speckled midsoles.
Yeah, but you know.
All right, we got plenty here. Viewers, if you're watching, plenty on the screen for you to talk about. Speaking of, here's another. Oh, wow, here's two of them. I didn't realize this was supposed to come out in November. The Jordan 411 Bread Velvet, though. Velvet. Continuing to do, I don't know if this falls into Reimagine or not, but we're bringing back iconic silhouette and colorway, but we're doing a material switch on it. Velvet on an 11, though, looks pretty classy. You know,
I think it does look good.
Yeah, 11's such a classy shoe to begin with that velvet on it is not a bad look for sure.
Yeah, it is interesting though. I was going to bring that up that they didn't just throw this with like the Reimagined.
Yeah,
because I think you do this, but have the Reimagined name to it. I think flies off the shelf.
Well, I wonder.
I feel like a lot of women's velvet too. So
that's true. I wonder though, with a Jordan 11 Reimagine, I think on paper it sounds like a good idea, but how do you do like aged patent leather without it looking bad? Like that would be the first thing I'd kind of wonder, you know?
Gosh, yeah.
Because Jordan 1s, I think people like love how they look aged, but Jordan 11s, I don't know if patent leather ages well.
Pre-cracked.
Pre-cracked. We already broke them in for you. Yeah. They're already crinkled. Yeah. And then the other one I wanted to look at, another silhouette, not new because we've got a couple colorways here, but the Travis Scott Jordan Jumpman Jack Dark Mocha. I will say of the Jumpman Jacks, the one that came out, what was this one called? Sail. This one ended up growing on me more than I thought it would. I'm normally not like a predominantly white shoes guy. This one, where I thought I liked it more at the beginning, I think now just the more I look at it, it's the curse of black midsoles. You know, like I just look at them like it just looks so dark and heavy, but not a bad shoe.
No, it's fine. I like this silhouette
more than the other Travis Scott, the Jumpin' Jacks.
Yeah, the Jumpin' Jacks. But
the Jumpman Jacks. I think it's Jumpman Jacks, but
Jumpin' Jacks.
Jumpin' Jacks kind of sounds like what it's named after, I assume.
Yeah. I'm normally not a huge like black midsole fan, but I think this does pretty good. I think this works, I think, pretty well. I like the black midsole on this shoe, even though I'm typically more like a gum or just like a white. But it's not bad. It's not bad.
This one grew on me a lot more than I thought it would. The gum midsole looks good on this one.
Yeah, you throw a strap on a shoe and I just don't know how to feel about it.
I got a soft spot for it. I got a Yeezy 750 soft spot for it is what they call that.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't go to your doctor.
For that soft spot?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I was making sure I understood the joke.
No, just don't go to the doctor.
Just don't go to the doctor. It's all a scam. Jordan 4, Jade Horizon and Sail. Not a bad colorway. This Jordan 4 Bread looks a little bit too much like the Who Decides War that we just looked at.
Yeah.
Looks a little bit too much like, didn't we also just look at a Jordan 4 Shadow Red or something at the beginning of this? See, they're all running together. They're all running together now.
The 4RMs are just not having.
Nike LeBron 22 Monopoly. How do you feel about the game Monopoly? Just talk to me about that for a second.
Here's the thing. I haven't played that game in forever, and I know a lot of people are. I feel like I need to play it as an adult.
Yeah.
To get a true, because like
more.
it's not I've only played it as a kid, and I'm like, this is not a board game for children.
No,
this
it's not.
Board game sucks to get. So I do want to play Monopoly as an adult. The problem is my wife, like, she probably wouldn't play Monopoly.
I have Monopoly trauma from my childhood. Yeah.
I was like, I know Monopoly does like unique, like board games like Monopoly Pokemon, Monopoly Hogwarts. I was like,
I have Monopoly trauma. Yeah, you got to come over and play Monopoly Trauma with me. It's so good. No, when we
instead
were
of buying
kids,
houses, you just go bankrupt.
That's called the American dream. No, when we were kids, during one of the hurricanes and the power went out, my sister and I played Monopoly with my mom, and we were kids. And I remember hating it so much because I could not figure out how to play it to win. But my mom making us continue to go around the board and like mortgage everything and pay rent and being like, I don't have any money. And she's like, you have to mortgage that. And I'm like, I don't want to. And she's like, that's the only way to do it. To where like it's just scarred me so much that I do not want to play Monopoly anymore.
Yeah. And that's why drain your savings account.
There it is. Okay, wasn't planning on this one, but Jordan 1 High OG Olive, good Jordan 1 colorway. Like it's hard to mess up like a classic Jordan 1 color blocking. Not a must-have by any means. If you're a Jordan 1 collector though, good colorway. If you don't have that many Jordans and you want to get one, good colorway.
Yeah. Yeah. It's bright. I wish there was a little bit more, like even maybe just like that, like guard around like the toe box. Maybe if that was like black rather than like
you
all
want the
olive,
black
just to
olives,
just to give me something.
Okay, all right.
You know, kind of bright. It just seems a little bit too bright for me. But it is a great. Like if you're like, hey, I don't really have Jordan 1s, or only have like a pair of Jordan 1s, and I want to get something that gives me the look of a Jordan 1, but I don't really. I'm not going to baby them. This is a good one.
Yeah. Now, granted, they are also talking that I think next year the Bread Jordan 1s and Shattered Backboard Jordan 1s both supposed to retro. So it's like if you're waiting to get your first pair of Jordan 1s and you want something kind of a little bit more hype, I don't know how far into the future that is, but those are supposedly coming.
And I think they just pushed back the Bread Toes reimagined the Jordan 1.
Yeah, those were supposed to release in November. This month, but those got pushed back to February. I forgot those as well. A lot of big Jordan 1s releasing next year. So it's the 40-year anniversary of the Jordan 1. So big year for them.
Yeah.
Speaking of popular Jordans coming back, though, probably the last big one we'll hit on here. The Air Jordan 3 Black Cement is retroing in 2024. And I think Sneaker News had a big blurb on this on their homepage. Somewhere here, talking about how the Jordan 3 Black Cement is not going to be a reimagined. So I don't think it's going to be a pre-age, pre-distressed sort of thing. I think it's just meant to be here it is. The Air Jordan 3 Black Cement will not be a reimagined release. Expect true to the OG specifications without any modifications. Now, you tell me, as an owner of Black Cement 3s and myself an owner of Black Cement 3s, do you need a double up?
So that's a tough one. I mean, because like I did buy my Black Cement 3s used. Shout out Cody.
Yep. Also same.
And I think they were the 2018.
Yeah, that was the last time they retroed.
The last time they. So I honestly could I think for these I would. I don't know if I'm going to go necessarily go really hard for these, but I'll for sure try to get into a raffle with these. It's the Black Cement 3s. It's one of those where it's like if you have multiple pairs, it's nothing crazy. Yeah. And then I would just love to have like a brand new pair.
Yeah.
Like I think that would be great. Clean pair. For the longest time I had 2 pairs of the Cool Gray 4s. Because I got a totally beat pair for like $20 or something like that. And I have a brand new one. So I'm like, I want a pair of, and then sometimes it is one of those things where it's like, I want the look of like just some beat Jordans, and I had those 4s,
especially black cement 3s. Those are one of those ones where like the more you cook them until you get up to like dusted, but like the more that just like broken in and really well worn, they look so good. Yeah.
So then I think if I have 2 pairs, then I'm like, okay, well, do I now have the 2024 release to be my like nice, fresh, clean look? And I take my 2018s that I got used and I go, okay, well, now I'm not afraid to just wear these and I just wear them.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll definitely be trying for these. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to be trying super, super hard. And I wouldn't pay like crazy resale for them, but I'm for sure going to try it for a pair.
Sorry to interrupt you. Supposedly, one of the articles, I think, also talking about the black cement Jordan 3 was that it was going to be like a super release. Like it was going to be a really big release.
Oh, even great.
I thought it was on the sidelines of Sneaker News here. Give me 1 second. I just want to see if I can find it. If not,
I would love for that. I would love for them to do that. I do feel like the Jordan black cement 3s, it's in a weird like placing where it's like a classic, like it's a must-have for your collection, but it's nothing. I don't think it's like a overhyped shoe. Like I think it's it is. I get like kind of like perfectly hyped. Where
this is,
I think people would be super happy for. Yeah, will be a super GR. Yeah, that's amazing.
Sorry to interrupt. This is from June, so take it with a grain of salt. How much information has maybe changed since then, but yeah, at least at one point they were reporting that it was going to be a massive amount of pairs. So hopefully it's one of those ones where if you want to grab a pair, you are able to. The only thing that's got me a little bit skeptical about these is that the shape is for sure different from the 2018 Jordan 3s. It's supposed to be more true to the original. I'm not sure if I like that. And in this shot, you can tell the elephant print looks a lot lighter. This is the 2018 pair. You can see it's dark and like very well separated. This one, like the elephant print looks kind of light, which might be more true to the original. Like they might be more accurate. And I think the cut on them is a little higher. So like you can see on the 2018 pair where the ankle opening is from like the upper eyelet to the heel. There's a real big scoop there. But I think on the 2024 pairs, it's a lot more subtle. So
yeah. And hey, maybe the 2024 pair is the one you beat in, you know?
Maybe, yeah. So
because just looking at these like side by sides, the 2018 one is definitely better.
That's my opinion.
The leather looks so much more defined.
Is more true, but just at the end of the day, I think the 2018 looks better.
Yeah. I think it's better material for sure. Yeah. So
better material, better ingredients. Papa Jordan. All right, let's round it out real quick here. Atmos Tokyo New Balance 580. I thought that was a sesame seed bun on the top. Like I thought these were hamburger shoes at first, but I think it's just ostrich. I think it's just ostrich. Shout out the Turkey of the Wolf, the Turkenstocks. I think a month from now I might have my pair. So
hey, there you go.
We'll see. I don't think there's going to be much else to hit on here, other than I did see on Sneaker News as well. There is a Scooby-Doo and Puma pack, but it's coming out at the end of the month, and I feel like, come on, guys, 1 month earlier, Halloween, you really would have nailed it. But
favorite Scooby-Doo movie, go.
I can't say I know them that well. I just know the live action one with
Oh, okay, yeah, that was great.
What's the guy who plays Shaggy's name? What's that actor's name?
Also in Scream.
Yeah, also in Scream, exactly. Yeah, Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, I think he got it.
Matthew Lillard. Yeah, what an actor with range. You know, he's got crazy range.
Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't even think about that one. Though I just always go Zombie Island.
Is that one of like the earlier animated ones, like cartoon ones?
Yeah. Well, not like early, not like 50s. It was our time. It was our time. Like gotcha. But it was basically. They're in New Orleans, or Louisiana.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. That or Cyber Chase also. Real big Scooby household.
My wife's family was growing up. We watched a decent amount of it, but they were a big Scooby household as well.
Yeah. My sister, she was real big. Shout out on KK.
There you go. Last one to hit on here.
Supersonics?
Nike SB Dunk Low Seattle Supersonics. I'm not a big Supersonics guy, but like good colorway.
not in my house. Those are the Saint Nick's right there.
They do kind of look a little Christmassy. Yeah.
Yo, that's a ho 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 shoe right there.
That's going to do it for us, everybody. That's going to be our time.
Hey.
All right. So there you have it. All the sneakers you need to know about releasing in November of this month. Like we said, kind of at the top of the month, a little bit harder to tell, a little bit quieter, but I think big hitters, Travis Scott, 2 silhouettes, Wu-Tang Dunks coming out if that's your thing. Jordan 3 Black Cement.
There you go.
Jordan 11 Velvets, the women's. And then a lot of good GRs. Plenty of good GRs coming out this month if you're just looking for something good to wear.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Which is really great. I mean, with the holidays coming right around the corner, you know, obviously everybody knows that this is where people start buying shoes, you know, for gifts and stuff like that. So, it's the perfect time for them to really just kind of flood the market because, you know, you're just going to, and then, you know, it's always a good time around December, January, February, because everybody's got that Christmas cash.
There you go.
So usually them first couple months of the year are usually pretty stacked.
We didn't get this one because it wasn't announced when we recorded last, and it's releasing tomorrow as of when we record this, but it'll be in October as of when this comes out. But real quick thoughts on Salehi Bembury New Balance 530.
She bright.
That's the thing.
Little tennis ball right there.
Not like I find so much of like Salehi's work that I like is the more plain colorways, but then it kind of allows the design of the shoe to be like the big talking thing. Whereas like so many of these, I'm just like, I'm look at me wearing like a brown t-shirt and a black hat. Like I just don't have the wardrobe for this sort of thing. I don't think. But
yeah, well, I think also with this one just looks like it's a New Balance that. So like they just were like, Salehi, you want to be on this? And he was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like this just looks like Salehi picked colors rather than
for most
making a silhouette, you know?
For most of his work with New Balance, aside from like the yurts, I think he's done colorways on pre-existing silhouettes. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of his work is in silhouette itself. So yeah, when he's just doing colorway, he slams the colorway. Good for him. But yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for checking out another episode of Shoe Podcast. You can find us online at shoepodcast.com. Catch us on all of our socials at Shoe Podcast, everywhere except for where we're not. If you made it this far in the episode, thank you so much for listening. Please consider, if you're watching on YouTube, hitting that subscribe, at least the thumbs up, like button. It actually really helps the algorithm.
Big time.
And if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you're subscribed so you always know when the episodes come out. Leave a comment down below if you're on Spotify or on YouTube. Apple Podcasts, they just don't love y'all to give you any features like the other ones do. But wherever you're listening or watching, leave a comment down below. Let us know what is one shoe in November that you are really excited about that's coming out. We will we'll reply to the comments on YouTube and let you know our thoughts on what you like. Lastly, if I didn't mention it, Discord. We have a Discord. If you want to continue the conversation with us and our fans, you can in our Discord, linked in the episode description down below. Tanner, what do you want to tell the people before we go here? And I got one too.
You know what? You lead this one. You lead this one. I think I had something, but the shoes clouded me.
Okay. I got two actually. So I'll double it for both of us here. First one, go vote. Right? Go vote. Just go do it. Just go do it for our U.S. listeners. I don't know about the rest of the world, what's happening election-wise. Sorry. But U.S. listeners, go vote. Get out there and go vote. By the time this comes out, you might have missed your early voting window, but you can still go vote on election day. Please go do that. Secondly, we're going to narrow down the geographic niche even more for our Louisiana listener, for our Southern listeners, really. Take some time this weekend. Take some time this week. Go get your patio ready. Go get it in condition to sit out and enjoy, because we are in our narrow bag of enjoyable weather. I don't remember if I told you or not. Like a week or two ago, I went out there, pressure washed the back patio.
Oh, yeah.
And
we talked.
Just recently, my wife and I, our wedding anniversary is tomorrow as of when we're recording this. I got her/us, a hammock stand for the backyard, because we have a hammock, but we don't have two trees to put it to. We've been out there just like chilling in the hammock or like chilling on the patio. For listeners, if you're in that region of the US that gets that real narrow window of like, I can sit outside and be tolerable in, get your condition set up to go make the most of it. Cause it's going to fly by.
So
it's
good.
Gonna go quick.
Yeah. It really does. And you know what? I'll add to that. Get yourself a little fire pit. You know what I mean?
There you go.
You may not use it that often, and it may be kind of a pain in the butt, like during the summer months where you're mowing around it and it's 110 degrees outside, and you're like, "Why in the world do I have
get a mobile one?"
You can't. We made a little like kind of like little permanent area.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if you don't want to have to mow around it, we have a mobile one. We got it for our wedding. Have not used it yet, but maybe this year's the year. Maybe this year's the year.
The tough part is like wood, like especially if you're like just going to buy a bundle, they really rake you over the coals. But let me tell you what, for that like one night that you're like, let's have a little like at home date night. We just spend it outside.
Yep.
Can't beat it. The smell and crackle of a nice fire. 60 degrees outside. All right.
He's painting a picture. Right. Wrap it up. We got to go outside. Thank you everyone for checking out another episode of Shoe Podcast. We will be back next week with something probably. I don't know yet, but we always find a way. We always find our way. So
we're here.
We'll find something. I'm your co-host, Ryan Landry.
I'm your co-host, Tanner Young.
See you in a week. Go enjoy that outdoors. Go vote. Promise.
Yeah. Go vote. Beach.